Longsword has more hidden mechanic and advanced techniques compared to other weapons. Some of the tricks in this video you may have heard before, but they're few hidden mechanics only known by a handful of people. If you stay longer in this video, you may learn something new. The first one is how to close gap with the monster when it is out of reach. If you roll to the target, your stamina will drop and lose the maximum might bonus for at least 3 seconds until your stamina is full again. You will lose 30% affinity, which will affect your damage if you're using roll to close gap frequently. There are few attacks can move you closer to the target. The best one is Spirit Blade 1. By you push left stick forward and press A2, the attack animation of Spirit Blade 1 will change to similar to overhead slash and move your character few steps forward. As you can't repeat Spirit Blade 1 again, use overhead slash to fill the gap and chain it back to Spirit Blade 1. Push left stick forward with overhead slash will move you forward as well, but shorter distance compared to Spirit Blade 1. As you don't need Spirit Gauge to use Spirit Blade, you can indefinitely chain this combo. There is a secret trick to move your character further with this combination. By hold down the focus mode, both Spirit Blade 1 and overhead slash will travel even further. You can compare the Spirit Blade 1 and overhead slash with focus mode on and off to see the difference. You have to face the target when turn on focus mode to have this effect. If you turn the camera towards the floor, focus mode cannot detect the target and you're not getting the extra distance bonus. By combine Spirit Blade 1 and overhead slash with focus mode, you can move from the gate of training room to the target dummy after a short while. You can use this trick with Crimson Slash 1 and Spirit Blade 1 as well, which means you are not losing your damage, as the current meta for Longsword is chaining this 2 attacks over and over. If the target is a bit further away, rolling forward still faster than Spirit Blade and close gap with the target. You can combine the rolling and Spirit Blade plus overhead slash to quickly close gap with the target without losing too much stamina. This allows you to gain back the maximum might affinity bonus earlier you have reached to the target. If there is one on the target, you can also use it to close gap, as Focus Strike has insane range. The second one is you can use Foresight slash counter even your Spirit Gauge is empty with Spirit Charge. When you hold the R2 button to start charge the gauge, there is a short period of time you can cancel it to Foresight slash by press the circle button. It is at the moment you start to see a bit of Spirit Gauge coming up. The window is short, as if you charge further, it will become Spirit Blade 2, which you can't cancel it to Foresight slash. This technique is mostly used in conjunction with IAI Spirit Slash, which Spirit Charge is used to cancel the ending animation of the attack if you fail the counter. I will cover this in detail in the next trick about IAI Spirit Slash. The third trick is when you use IAI Spirit Slash and fail the counter, you will get stuck in this animation for a while. You can cancel this frozen state by holding R2 to perform Spirit Charge. There are 3 things you can do from this point. First is convert to Foresight slash by press circle the moment your Spirit Gauge start charging. You should do this if the monster attack you at this moment. Second option is release R2 after the charging start to cancel the whole animation as Spirit Blade 2. Third option is to perform Special Sheath for another IAI Spirit Slash if the monster is not attacking you. Other than Spirit Charge, you can also use Spirit Thrust to cancel this animation to Helm Breaker if your Spirit Gauge is at least at white color. If you do not want to continue with Helm Breaker, you can just cancel it before landing. Spirit Thrust give you hyper armor at the start of animation, even your Spirit Gauge is below white color. Tip number 4 is how to prevent your camera turn 90 degrees after you hit the target with IAI Spirit Slash. As this is annoying and may cause you miss the incoming attack from the monster while you adjusting your camera view. There are 2 ways you can prevent the camera turning this way. The first one is turning your body with your character facing you, then only perform Special Sheath. In this position you still can hit the monster behind you with IAI Spirit Sheath, the camera will not turn. This is the reason why many speedrunners do this stylish reverse Special Sheath in their video. The disadvantage is IAI Spirit Slash will not hit too far if you do it from reverse Special Sheath. The second method is flip the right stick downward after IAI Spirit hit the target before the camera start to turn. This will stop the camera from turning, but it has a very short window to do it. If you have difficulty to time the moment of pushing down right stick, you can just hold down the right stick after use IAI Spirit Slash instead of flip it downward. Your camera will turn to top view like this after you hit the target. Press L1 will move the camera back to normal view. Tip number 5 is also related to camera adjustment. When you perform special release / after helm breaker, your character will end up in a position a bit far from the monster. This is not ideal if you want to use focus strike on the monster's wound to get back to red gauge. You can avoid this by hold down focus mode button and turn the camera to behind the monster. Stay at this camera view till you have completed spirit release / you will stick closely to the monster after you turn back the camera to your character. Tip number 6 is you can use barrel bomb to level up your spirit gauge with IAI spirit / or foresight / as alternative to counter attack. Just place the bomb between you and the monster, time the explosion with your counter move. You must successfully land your final attack on the monster to level up the spirit gauge. Tip number 7 is you can change the direction of special sheath and spirit thrust quickly with right stick under focus mode. This allows you to adjust your attack if the monster move away. With the default setting, camera turns slowly in focus mode. By increase the value of melee weapon horizontal under camera speed weapon drawn, the camera movement will be smooth and snappy like normal camera. I will continue on the topic of camera on tip number 8 as it has quite a lot of impact to longsword gameplay. If you are playing a counter-attack style of longsword, which you use foresight / to counter every monster attack and mix with IAI spirit /. Enable focus camera is a good option if you have turned it off. The reason is focus camera will continuously track the monster, which allow you to see their attack earlier and response with your counter. You still need to use L1 to do minor adjustment to keep the monster in the center, but it is faster than doing it with focus camera disable, as it will take a while to bring the monster back to view without focus camera. For example, fast monster like Arkveld will fly away from your view and slam you with his chain from far away. If you can see this earlier, you can use thrust and then foresight / to punish him. You can still move freely with focus camera by press F3 to unlock the target. Tip number 9 is when your red spirit gauge is almost run out, you can level up it again easily by use spirit attacks until spirit 3. After that, keep pressing circles for rising / and thrust to prevent it from going to spirit round /. Wait until your spirit gauge is yellow and you have at least 20% spirit gauge. Press A2 again, it will become spirit round / which will upgrade your gauge to red again. If the monster attack you before you finish spirit round / use foresight / and hope the counter happen when the gauge is already at yellow for you to level up. Tip number 10 is about foresight /. Foresight / requires you to make an attack before you can use it. You can delay the use of foresight / after the current attack up to the last frame of the recovery animation. From this video you can see this is the last recovery frame, which I still can use foresight /. By knowing this, it is easier to fish the monster for counter by use of fast attack like thrust, and then wait and see whether the monster will attack you until the last of its recovery frame. It is better than you use another attack like rising / to maintain the condition to use foresight / to counter the impending attack from the monster. If you use rising / after thrust, it takes 52 frames before the foresight can be triggered, even you use it immediately after you press circle for rising /. If the monster attack you earlier than this 52 frames duration, you will take damage and the foresight / counter will not be triggered. The best example is fishing the tail attack for monster like Balahara and Arkveld for counter to upgrade spirit gauge. When you stay at their back, they will attack you with their tail. Sometimes it takes a while for the attack to come as the developers expect you farm the counter with this method. By watching the animation of your current attack until it has ended, you can make a good decision on your next step. Either you see the incoming attack and counter it with foresight /, or you use another thrust to continue fish for another counter after the animation has ended. I am not saying this method of getting counter is better than using IAI spirit /. In fact, you can use both counters together. For example, you in special sheath waiting for the monster attack to counter with IAI spirit /. A lot of time monster not attack within the duration of special sheath as he gets distracted by your palico. You cancel the special sheath with IAI /, and then the monster turns his attention to you. It will be too late to use special sheath again. You can use this method to counter the monster with thrust and wait till the last animation frame to use foresight / if necessary. That's all I want to share with you in this video. Hope this can help you become a better longsword player. Please click the like button if you find this video useful in your gameplay. It will help me tremendously. Stay tuned and consider subscribe for more Monster Hunter Wilds content. Thanks for watching.